Today, we're talking about a couple that is giving us all the drama on Before the 90 Days, none other than Tigerlily Taylor and Adnan Abdelfattah. And let me tell you, I never saw this side of Tigerlily coming. Grab your snacks, sit tight, because we're about to unpack everything that's been going on between these two, and trust me, it's juicy. So, Tigerlily and Adnan, if you've been keeping up, you know these two haven't even been married for a full week yet, and already their relationship is hitting rocky waters. It's kind of what I expected, but at the same time, Tigerlily has thrown in a few surprises I didn't see coming. Let's dig in. When we first met Tigerlily on Before the 90 Days, she introduced herself as someone who's been through the ringer. She had this story about coming from a past marriage that was, in her own words, a golden birdcage. That line, that's a red flag for anyone who's been through a controlling relationship. Right from that moment, I was like, oh, here we go again. You could almost feel where her journey was headed before she even got on the plane. Tigerlily's past life was all about luxury, comfort, but no real freedom. The golden birdcage metaphor she used made it clear she wasn't happy, despite the perks of her old relationship. So she left all that behind, only to dive headfirst into a relationship with Adnan, a man from a very different cultural background. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with intercultural or interfaith relationships, but we've seen it so many times before on 90 Day Fiancé. The Muslim culture especially tends to be a big adjustment for American women on the show. And as much as Tigerlily said she was ready for this, I wasn't buying it. Come on, anyone who's been watching 90 Day Fiancé knows how this usually goes. You've got the woman who wants equal partnership, independence, and freedom, and then the partner who comes from a culture that has, let's say, different expectations for women. It's a classic setup for conflict. So when Tigerlily said she wanted an equal relationship, I knew her expectations were going to clash hard with Adnan's cultural norms. And boy, was I right. The moment Tigerlily landed in Adnan's world, things went south real quick. At first, they had this beautiful fairy tale moment. It's all flowers, smiles, and sweet promises. But then, almost instantly after they tied the knot, we see the cracks start to show. Adnan lays down some rules, and they are strict. We're talking no talking to other men, no being alone with male friends, and wait for this one, he even sets a timer on her hairstylist. Yes, a timer. Once the time was up, the hairstylist got the boot, and fast. And I'm sitting here like, really, Adnan? You're kicking out the person who's literally just doing her hair? But what really gets me, and what clearly bothers Tigerlily, is the blatant double standards. While he's setting all these rules for her, Adnan is out there walking around shirtless, chatting up other women like it's no big deal. And Tigerlily, she's not having it. She's calling him out left and right, and I'm living for it. But while I expected some pushback from her, I didn't expect Tigerlily to get so fired up this early in the marriage. Now, let's talk about Tigerlily for a second, because she's giving us something we don't often see on this show. Normally, these women in intercultural relationships tend to try and adapt for a long time. They'll bend over backward to make things work, like Nicole and Mahmoud. Remember them? They were married for 5 years before Nicole started really questioning things. Or take Nicole Nafziger. She dated Azan for years, struggled with the cultural differences, but she still hung in there trying to make it work. But Tigerlily? Nah. She's done playing the waiting game. It's been, a couple of days into the marriage, and Tigerlily is already over it. She's like, if you're going to walk around shirtless, guess what? So can I. She literally took off her shirt in response to Adnan's double standards, and I was shook. That's not something you see often on this show, and frankly, I kind of love that she's standing up for herself. But here's the thing, and I want to know what you all think about this. Is Tigerlily being too quick to react? Because she's not just questioning Adnan's rules, she's rebelling hard, fast. It's clear that Adnan's double standards are really rubbing her the wrong way, but to throw up the boundaries this aggressively, so early in the marriage, I mean, we usually see couples struggle for years before they get to this level of tension, and Tigerlily's already fed up after a few days. This is where it gets tricky. On the one hand, it's awesome to see a woman on this show who's confident, who knows what she wants, and who's not afraid to speak up when things aren't right. But on the other hand, if Tigerlily is already this frustrated after just a few days, what does that mean for the future of their marriage? Like, seriously, how long can this last if they're already butting heads on such big issues? And here's another point. We've seen this type of relationship dynamic over and over again on 90-Day Fiancé. A partner comes from a stricter cultural background, and the American spouse struggles to adjust. But usually, there's this period where both sides try a compromise, or at least pretend to compromise. Tigerlily, she's not even faking it. She's calling out the B's right from the get-go. And I've got to wonder if this relationship is going to fall apart faster than we've seen in any other season. So here's where I stand on this. I totally predicted that Tigerlily would have issues with Adnan's culture and the way he expects her to live. That part didn't surprise me at all. What did surprise me was just how fast things unraveled. Tigerlily isn't like other women we've seen on this show. She's bold, she's confident, and she's not willing to play by anyone else's rules, not even Adnan's. And that's refreshing. But I think it's also a sign that this marriage is going to be rocky if it lasts at all. What do you all think? Is Tigerlily making the right move by standing up for herself so early? Or is she jumping the gun and setting herself up for failure by being so defiant from the start? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you have to say. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more juicy 90-Day Fiancé content, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single update on Tigerlily and Adnan. This season is just getting started, and you know I'll be here to break down all the drama as it unfolds. Until next time, stay safe, stay fabulous, and keep watching 90-Day Fiancé.